everybody? It is Brian Scarborough here with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Tuesday, May 26, 2020. Hope you guys had a good Monday. If you get a chance, please subscribe to my channel, like it, share it, comment on it. I love hearing from you guys. Check out my social medias, at Fixed Air Moon everywhere. And I just got my website live and pretty much all buttoned up, so if you get a chance, check that out at fixedairmoon.com. You can book with me over there. I do readings, very extensive readings of your deep wounds and where your life path is and destiny and karma, and it's much more than just your planetary placements, although we go over that too, but this is much more of a deeper channeled message that comes through for your guides that I provide. So if you'd like to check that out, you can book on my website or hit me up on social media, whatever works for you. Yeah. All right, let's jump into today's horoscope. Let's just look at the moon here first of all, because the moon's coming into the gauntlet, the Capricorn gauntlet. And that's just like every month we get the moon in its home side of Cancer, and it's strong and it's dignified and it feels good there. But at the same time, we have all this energy going on in Capricorn opposing it, and they're retrogrades, and they're big heavy hitters like Saturn and Jupiter, play a huge role in our personal life with our abundance, our luck, and also our restriction. They're kind of the opposite of each other. The great malefic in Saturn and the great benefic in Jupiter, and they're both right there with each other, and then Pluto's right there, just making everybody change the way they see structure right now, and how we feel about structure and how we feel about things that, how we feel about time and all sorts of stuff, like Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius, right? So Saturn's just been like ruling our lives for the last 2.5 years, and it's going to be 5 years of just Saturn owning us. And but luckily Saturn moving into Aquarius is great, because that's more of the Uranian side of Saturn, to where he gives you permission to start looking at the future and being unique and innovating and doing new things and connecting with people. And so we have that to look forward to. And as for this opposition goes, it's like, especially with Pluto first, like there's going to be things that maybe change comes into our life today, and it could be little, it could be big, but we have to look past like little things that bring us down. Like tomorrow's always another day, right? If we're blessed enough to make it another day, we don't want to dwell too much on what's happening. Better yet, we look and see what we can do in that moment to better ourselves for the next day. So, everything's growth, everything's healing. Like if you feel down or something comes into your life that brings you some sort of like emotional change, like feel that and learn from it, because it's going to make you stronger. And then coming up again on Jupiter later today, it's Jupiter in opposition to the moon is, especially in its fall position in Capricorn, it's like you just emotionally might feel like you ran out of luck today. And, that's just, it's going to pass. So don't get down, And sometimes when you accept and just like surrender, right? Just surrender and say, you know what? Like, so what if I don't have luck today? Like, I'm still going to be in a good mood. Like, that's where you can beat the opposition. And all of a sudden, like, God's going to give you that gift that you want and, like, give you something you want. But sometimes we just have to learn the lesson before we can get the gift. Like Santa, right? Like making a list, checking it twice. Like, are you naughty or are you nice? Like, to yourself. You got to be kind to yourself, because the moon's our emotion, right? So if we're down on ourselves and we're feeling negative emotions about ourselves, that's not good. Like, that's never going to help us. And we all go through it, but the quicker we can snap out of it and realize that we are love and we are strong and that we have everything we need inside, a lot of times we get rewarded just for having that thought. And then later tonight and into the morning, we come up on Saturn with that opposition, and luckily that'll be for most of us. In the United States, we'll be asleep and into tomorrow morning, but we might feel restricted emotionally, and that we're not getting we're not connecting the way we want to, and it all passes. But then we start making some angles, and we come up on opposing Mars very soon too, so it's about to start getting real. Like, that's why that new moon energy I talked about was so good, to enjoy that energy to the best that you could, because it's about to start ramping up. The moon makes some pretty hard aspects, but then it starts making some good ones. We get it's funny because right when about the moon gets over here and makes the opposition to Mars, like, we're gonna have this T-square going on to the sun. So like, we gotta accept the change and not dwell on them, because it's not like this month really gets much easier for us. It heats up, and we're gonna feel like we're not taking action on things that are gonna bring us happiness, and we're never gonna get our dreams to come true, maybe. And then our soul's just sitting there like taking this beating in Gemini, and man, we're gonna be in our head a lot, and it's gonna affect our emotions. But we have to, like the T-square, right? We got to come back to the sun and come back to our soul and our light that's within us. So we'll talk about that more as the week progresses, but it's coming in these oppositions. So get yourself in a good mental state now with all of that, because it's the sun is about to come up on a square next week to Mars, and it's Sun square Mars is a fun transit, and we'll definitely go into that more. We're still coming off Uranus and that sextile to Mars, so that energy was very strong, very potent. I think it's good that we're kind of coming off of that, because now we know we know what we value. We've known for a long time. Like, Uranus has been like giving us message after message, and making really good aspects, but especially to when it was making good aspects to Mercury. Like, we are getting all the messages we need, and we know how to move forward, and we know what's going to innovate and bring us what we truly value, and bring us the self-love we deserve, that we were gifted when we came here. So we got to fight for it a little bit with Mars in Pisces. Like, go show yourself something. Go treat yourself. Go do something good for yourself. Like, you earned it. And if that energy was strong, like, you definitely earned it. Yeah, so Mercury is coming over the North Node, which hasn't happened in 18 years in Gemini. And not only are we getting that conjunction with the North Node, which is going to be a strong sense of community and expression and just a lot of intellect and a lot of spinning around and figuring some things out, but figuring things out within yourself and within our community. The opposite of Sag, which is where the South Node is. Like, it's very much about our communities and what we're doing and what's happening in our communities and what's affecting our life immediately. And it's going to be it could be family, it could be all sorts of things. So if you're feeling some intense energy and thought about that, like, that's coming in right there with the South Node. And it's also making a sextile to Lilith, and Lilith is the black moon. Lilith is at a powerful degree here at 29 degrees in Aries. Like, Lilith Lilith always has her shit figured out. Like, Lilith knows what she wants, and she's not going to put up with anybody's shit. She's going to do what she wants to do. And that 29th degree of Aries, like, really figured her shit out. Like, nothing is stopping her. She's going to do exactly what she wants. And, that's kind of what we have to do, is we have to understand that everybody's going to do what they want. And everybody around you is going to do what they want. And if you try to control them, because a lot of the time, like, Sag deals with, like, beliefs, right? And sometimes beliefs are controlling. So it's like, we gotta we got to stop the control and like see both sides, and realize that everybody's trying to do their own unique thing right now, and their own thing with their identity, and figure their shit out. And we're gonna have a good aspect to really realize that and embrace everybody's unique and powerful self, because we're all powerful beings, right? So we got to see that in everybody and not think that like we're better than somebody or someone's better than us. You know, they might have more resources or whatever, they position themselves differently, but that's just how it goes. Like, we're all going to experience this life different, and we all got to come into our power and do what we want, and we got to express it. And it's a big time to express our true identities, what we want, and our freedom, and everything that we stand for. So I hope that was helpful. You know, these are quincunxing also, all of this Capricorn energy. So it might feel weird to like be your true authentic self. It could feel a little weird, but don't let it feel weird. You know, like you gotta get out of your own head, and a lot of that has to do with, you know, the moon too. Like, it's gonna feel like we're in our own head with certain things, and we just gotta let it go, let things go, be present in the moment. And you know, I know they don't want us to like be around people, but being around people close to us in our communities and connecting and seeing their side and hearing them out and not judging, man, like, that's powerful stuff right now. And it's hard because everybody's on each other for all sorts of different things, and mask, no mask, and you don't believe, and you're stupid, and you don't believe in science, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, guys, stop. Just like accept people, and like, they're gonna have an opinion, and you don't have to tell them they're wrong. Like, there's multiple rights and multiple wrongs, and that's my message for today. Also, let's take a look here at Venus, because I didn't really talk about Venus. If I can move this, jeez. Venus here. I want to take a little, ooh, triangle. Special. Okay, so Venus is finally coming off this square over to Neptune, which, man. Talk about the longest square in the history of a transit. Like, that was like a 26-day square as Venus went stationary, retrograde. So we're finally pulling off that, and man, if you didn't take the subtle hints and like listen to some of those messages, because they were kind of like blocked, right? It felt like it was hard to get the message, but we needed to get the message. That's why it stayed there for so long. We're going to start coming off into this Venus retrograde, and it's going to get really intense, especially because Venus is dipping off the horizon, and she's going to start moving fast backwards. So this Venus retrograde is about to really heat up, and I wanted to bring some light to that, because I think a lot of people think that it's over, and this Venus retrograde is going to blow minds, and it's going to change a lot of people's lives, and a lot of relationships, and a lot of things. So be prepared for, you're going to see this Venus retrograde is going to start bringing up stuff in the collective left and right. You're going to hear all sorts of breakups, of drama, of it's gonna, like, lies, like people aren't gonna be in their truth. So be aware, stay in your truth. If you hear someone lying, like, you don't have to like call them out and make them feel bad, but you don't have to believe it either. And you know, you can let other people know that your side, and if they choose your side over their side, then that's a win. What's the card for the day? Another reversed. The Three of Pentacles reversed. It's like we don't want to take the abundance of the good stuff in life right now. Why don't we want all the good things in life? Why don't we want, you know, I don't know, this card to me is always like good luck and like having everything that you need and feeling super secure in your reality. And reversed, it's like, do we not feel secure right now? And why not? I mean, obviously, you can think of a few reasons why we might not feel secure in our reality. Like, there's a huge split in our collective. So, Why'd we get that card? The Eight of Cups. Well, looks like we got that card because we're learning new things and we're learning to feel new emotions. And sometimes when we come back around and learn these new things and fill up these cups again, you know, sometimes it's hard to integrate that into our reality. And, you know, maybe we're just integrating right now and it's just, we're letting the smoke clear a little bit, and, you know, then we'll get that luck and that reality that we truly want. What is the challenge? The Eight of Wands. You know, we got the high ground. We got the high ground, and we're in the battle, and it looks like we're, you know, this is a good card. I feel like we're on the right track. We're winning. We're getting there. We're going to, you know, with this card coming after these, I really believe that that's like, we know we want this new reality. Sorry, it's all backwards. We want this new reality that we can have, but it's just, you know, not taking place yet. And then we come in to, you know, we're emotionally getting ready. We're filling up our cups. We're getting ready to come back around and have what we want and be fulfilled emotionally. But the battle still goes on, right? We got the high ground, and we got to keep going, and we got to keep moving forward, and we can't give up just yet. And I'll pull one overall card for that. And it's the Hanged Man. So we're going to end with a major arcana. Sometimes we just have to sit back and let things happen. We can't always take action. Like, some of this stuff is just, sometimes the high ground and like that battle, right, it's just inside ourselves. And it's not about like going out and like having a battle with someone else. Sometimes it's about the battle inside. And right now it's really about the battle inside. And that overall card is saying that we got to come and like just keep figuring ourselves out. Like, the world might feel upside down, but if we can get our world right inside, then we're going to be good. Kind of a long video today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I felt like pulling some more cards and felt like talking. Gemini, felt like talking. Hey guys, I love you. If you made it this far in the video, please, again, like, subscribe, follow. I love you guys very much, and I hope you enjoyed, and have a great Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow.